What time is it?
It's science time!
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep having fun, and now we're gonna do some density artwork. Our materials today are pretty simple. We need tempera paint, we need some school glue, and then we need a little bit of rubbing alcohol. And this recipe is pretty simple. So I have 8 colors here, and we're gonna do a 1-to-1 ratio of paint to glue. So I have a half a cup of paint already set up, and we're going to pour a half a cup of glue into each one of these containers. So while you're mixing it, you're gonna notice that some of the paints feel thicker than others. What we're gonna do is we're going to use a little bit of rubbing alcohol and put that in to thin it out just a little bit. Your paints are gonna be a little different than my paints, so it's gonna be one of those things. And if it's different, that's okay. The best part is you're going to be able to make adjustments and test it to see what amount of rubbing alcohol and paint ratio to glue ratio is going to allow you to pour the paint the best. Now we have to stir those up one more time. I think we've got them all ready to go. All right, so the next step is to organize your space. Kind of get some of the colors. I'm gonna put some colors over here on the left, some on the right. And now what we're going to do is we're actually going to use just some paper plates as the medium to paint on. And so I've got this plate here, and I'm gonna take this bowl and put it underneath it so that when I pour my paint on it, if it rolls off, it's not gonna get stuck to the table. And actually this time, to help it move a little bit, I'm gonna put a little bit of paint on here. I'm just gonna move this all over it so that when I put the other paint on top, it already has a layer of paint to kind of move on. So hopefully it glides a little bit better. There we go. See if that does anything. Grab another little cup. Let's try some blue. Try some white, some green, a little bit of black, and then some of this turquoise. And I'm even gonna throw in some yellow. All right, here we go. We're gonna plop this on here, turn it over. We're gonna let it sit just for a second so all of that paint starts to pour down. I have a lot of blue in there. I wonder if it's just too much. While we're letting that set, I'm gonna get another container ready. Actually, I'm not. I wanna pull this up and see what happens. Here we go. I'm gonna give it a nice pull, just move it around a little bit, and I'm gonna lift. Whoa! Oh, that is amazing. It's a lot of blue. All right, I can let this one sit. And look at all of the cells starting to form. The cells are forming. We've got some cracking down on this side. Got all of these little cells trying to pop up. And it's because these layers of paint are trying to figure out how they're interacting with one another. And because of that, that's why we get these beautiful designs. And because we have it sitting up on top of that other bowl, if any of the paint runs over, it's fine. It'll just kind of roll over the side. And this is how you can create some amazing, beautiful artwork. Oh, stretch those out. Oh, those are amazing over there. Look at that. That looks amazing. Let's try another one now that we have everything picked up again, because I just can't get enough of this. And for this one, we're going to use the bottom of a soda bottle so that we can use it to kind of generate a pattern. And before we get started, we're going to put some white paint on top of this canvas board so that we are able to get the paint to pour and move and flow much more easily. I'm gonna take a new stick. Get that covered really nicely. It's so messy, but it's so awesome. Now what you're gonna do, you can use, I have a smaller 20 ounce, you can use a bigger 2-liter bottle, the bottom of it, you know, be creative, do whatever you want. And what we're going to do is put it right there in the center. And then we're just gonna pour paint on top of that. And we're gonna start with yellow. We're just gonna do a whole bunch of layers. Some green, some blue, some purple. Gonna add some white, bright orange. Gonna add some turquoise. I'm gonna go back to some more white. Just a little bit of black on there. I really like this blue. All right, so that is just running down the bottom of that container, and here in a moment, we're going to lift up as carefully as we can, and hopefully it floods it back to the center. Fingers are sticky. Oh, they're so sticky, I don't know if I can grab it. Here, try it from this side. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. It's coming back to the center ever so slowly. I don't know if I even want to mess with it. I'm gonna carefully take this craft stick and pull it between, it looks like the blue and black petals. Here we go. Oh, I hate to even do this, but it's artwork. And then I'm gonna take the clean end. So I might use a couple of these. Take the other end. Should I go through the petals? Should I go through the petals? I don't want to go through the petals. Here we go. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Look how awesome that looks. This is so cool. So not only do we have an amazing pattern, but we can start seeing the colors pop up and we're starting to see some cells. We're gonna let this sit and we're gonna let it dry. It's gonna take a little bit of time to let this dry, but we'll have an amazing piece of artwork that we can hang up on our walls to illustrate that science and art goes hand in hand. You guys should build one of these. Not build, but you should design and make one of these. And the longer you wait, look at this, all of the little cells are starting to pop up. It's absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to see your artwork. Hashtag DIY Science Time. Thanks for being part of our crew today and checking out this short clip from DIY Science Time. If you like this clip and you want to see more exciting science, check out the full versions right here on the channel. Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more exciting DIY Science Time.